Depression around 1934. I still can see the pictures, folks walking out their own door. And way out in the outskirts, and right in Central Park.
Welcome to class, everyone. Today we're going to be learning about the Great Depression. Now, the Great Depression, as we talked about earlier, was a time in the United States when many people were destitute and struggling to survive, mostly because the stock market crashed, and the other reasons that we talked about earlier. Now, this video, instead of just going up there and lecturing about, different strains of people's lives and how they handled the Great Depression, I'm going to be walking you through a lot of pictures that you can look at and see how these people lived and how they were functioning under their circumstances. Your goal, as you watch this video, is to see if we have these same types of problems and these same type of conditions today. Think outside of the box, anywhere in the world. How do we see this today, and what are you going to do to fix it? So, enjoy the show, and I'll check back with you guys afterwards. City life. As the Great Depression descended upon America, many people who lost their homes went to Hoovervilles, or very large temporary towns where there was very little food, water, shelter, or sanitation. They were called Hoovervilles after President Herbert Hoover, the president at the time. Dust Bowl life. During the Great Depression, something called the Dust Bowl rose up. Because the land in the Midwest was mostly sand, as the wind came, it created incredible dust bowls that forced many to move away. People talk about how barren the land was and how difficult it was to survive. In this, Dorothea Lange explains how the people came. "They've been blown out," she said. "I questioned what that meant, and they told me it was because of the dust storm." Migrant life. As the Dust Bowl victims left the Midwest, many went to California where there was talk of work. Their life was transient as they lived in cars, tents, and other makeshift shelters. Think about how you would feel if you lived here. Hobo life. Eventually, life became too difficult to bear for many people at home. Men and boys especially left, traveling around the country trying to find work. They would hop on trains illegally to travel around the country.
Our only hope lay in charity. Hunger drove our people to the bread lines. Anxiously we waited for some sign of better days. Then came the federal government's work program. One by one it took us out of the bread line. It gave us a new chance to take a normal place in the life of our community. It made us self-supporting. It changed the haggard, hopeless faces of the bread line into faces filled with hope and happiness, for now we work again.